Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, hello. Hope we're all doing well. It's Sunday. It's been a good weekend. Very good weekend if you see my Twitter post about the art that I just got in. The art is fucking sick. If you haven't, go check it out. We're playing some Diablo 2 today again. As I mentioned on the last stream, I'm not super down with starting a new sort of Soulsy playthrough right before I go on holiday for a week and a bit, because I'm going to take the entire holiday sort of time off. I probably won't stream, even if I'm able to stream during the days that I'm off. I probably still won't. I just want to sort of, well, we'll see. Maybe. I might do. But we'll see. So I'm playing Diablo 2 during the stream days before that. So it's today and Tuesday, and then my holiday starts on Thursday, and I'll be taking my pal's going to be sort of giving my PC a tune-up whilst I'm away. So he'll have it from Wednesday. So I won't have it until I'm back. So this stream on Tuesday. Bit more Diablo 2 fun, and then this will probably become the more casual sort of stream that we do as we go. Yeah, I've been itching to play this. The temptation to jump into it again. I might end up starting another character to play whilst I'm not streaming, because it is yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. As like last time, for some reason, my PC really fucking chugs for running this game. The stream apparently is fine, the game is fine, but just all the other apps just run like ass. Ah yes, everything's despawned, right. Only 50 frames a second. Let's close a few apps, and let's get rid of Discord as well, don't need that. I need Telegram. Need everything. So.
The Order welcomes you.
There we go. Caught up with everything. Everything now summoned up. We're good to go. Our quest is to go. Well, I said Showdown with Andariel is the title. We've got to go get Charcy's hammer first, which I believe we will find somewhere in the outer cloister. I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna redo dungeons that I have already done, even if there will not be loot in them if they come back. My squad is doing what they do best. Oh nice, my little friend has leveled up. Yeah, we have already been into the hole before, so. Oh yeah, I've got a new belt that I need to fill up the spaces on now. Fun. How much have you spent so far? What do you mean by spent? Is in-game currency? Oh, 50 pounds. Oh, right, yeah. Diablo, yeah. No. I'm playing this game totally free to play, Namus, I think you'll find. As God intended. Mr. Blizzard ain't getting my money. I'm playing the good Diablo game. I mean, not even the good one, specifically the best one. like, to be fair, I haven't played Diablo 1, so I can't comment on it. But I have a sneaking suspicion that Diablo 2 is better than Diablo 1. Is 3 not good? 3, I think, is good, and 3 did expand upon a lot of the systems, but I just really like 2. I like 2 more than I like 3, I think. I think on a technical level, 3 is better in like every way, but I think 2's still mine. But 3 is good. Like, I wouldn't say 3 is bad. I would, if someone said, hey, do you want to play Diablo 3? I'd boot it up and play it. Well, I'd install it, boot it up and play it. But I think 2 is the best iteration. That's fair. I think that's how I feel about Dark Souls 1. Better than Demon Souls, and then I don't care as much for the others, even if they're technically better games. That's fair. Nice. Skills do we have now? Ooh, where do we put our points? Into dogs. Better wolves. Pixel effects are gorgeous. Yeah, I mean, the remake team, they fucking knocked out the park. I think not outsourcing the art to, like, I don't know where it was like Malaysia or Indonesia, with basically 0 time to get it done. Definitely helped them a lot with this title as opposed to the Warcraft remake. Yeah, visually this game's been something incredible.
Greetings.
Gotta resummon all the wolves to get the better versions now. Ooh, 27% extra gold. Nah. It's okay. Where did I pick up a damaged skull cap? But yeah, no, if you get a chance, I would highly recommend this remake. It is genuinely something special from what I've played so far. It looks incredible. Plays really well. I mean, mine's running, for some reason, my PC is not very, I say runs very well. I think it is a bit system hoggy, actually. Like, my PC, I'm able to hit 60. Like, when I don't have OBS, when I'm not streaming it, I was able to sort of peak about 90 frames per second on medium, 60 frames per second on high, so it's just that balancing out. But chucking in the streaming it becomes a bit more of a resource hog. Just a little bit, but, you know. Like I said, I mean, it's currently averaging 50 right now on medium, whilst I'm streaming it. You know why I'm fighting. My character build specifically doesn't require me to fight anything. Ooh, wolf head. Might be worth something. If you're playing on normal difficulty, I think it does depend. Thankfully, if you realize that you fucked it up, you get one build reset per playthrough. I think it is possible to fuck up your builds, because I definitely did that when I was younger. You don't need to follow an optimized one not to die at all. You need to follow a more optimized one if you want to play, like, super hardcore, high-end difficulty, you know, hell difficulty challenges, I think. But for a normal playthrough, just having a vague idea of just understanding what the skills you're investing into do, which I didn't really do as a kid, makes a difference. Yeah, I mean, like, my build right now is really funny. It's literally just pump points into these 3 summoning skills, and then this column, and then one of these 2, and that's the build. But there are a lot of ways to play. Like, I wanted to just play a minion build. It's incredibly funny to do so. Because I think they added a patch to make minion builds even better. Because minion builds don't do very well at the ultra-high difficulties because the minions just can only get so strong, whilst you can keep getting stronger, and the enemies can keep getting stronger. But yeah, everything I've read, I mean, from everything I've seen generally, I don't think it's too difficult. It's not any minion who's going melee and minions that have range. Literally just the melee weapons I've been picking up are better and confer better stats. I don't need to use them, but like I get quite a lot of stats off my sword. Some stats off of my plus also just whatever available. Like I can't even use a basic light crossbow because my dex is too low. So it's also just like I've put more points into strength generally. So weapons that require strength are more in line with what I'm going to be using. Ooh, large charm. But so far, as an instance of how fucking OP my wolves are, one of the reasons they're so OP is because of this. +3 to summon Spirit Wolf, so I just get 3 skill points, effectively 3 extra levels in terms of ability usage, just off the bat from my helmet, which is better than anything else it confers, and what means I'll have it for a while. See, I don't really need to be fighting at all. And I've said at some point, once I've sort of upped my minions a little bit, I'll put a few points into Elemental. But at the moment, I haven't found any need to. I said Andariel, the end boss of this act, will be the big test, because depending on how quickly she kills minions will kind of determine like, what I need to do. Andariel and Duriel as well in Act 2. Duriel's a big fucker. He hits incredibly hard, and you have no space to run. Are there elemental buffs you can cast any minion? No, I don't think druids can cast. No, none of the elemental abilities from druids buff minions, I don't think. There's only cyclone armor, which only shields yourself. But minions buff each other, so for every point I put in Raven, so for every point I put in Wolf, I get an extra 12% damage on my Ravens, and similarly for every point I put in Dire Wolf, I get 15% life on my regular Wolves, and so on. So they all. Oh yeah, these 3 trees are just Druid. Each class has three trees, skill trees that you can invest points into however you want. Oops. Nope, not M. Why am I forgetting full buttons? And they're all very different. Wolf Boy, yeah. I couldn't think of a name. So I just went with what it is. So I just went with the reality. So yeah, so druids get, like, their 3 sort of areas of specialization are summoning creatures, turning into werewolves or werebears, and elemental abilities like fire and ice. Necromancers also get summoning, but they generally require corpses to summon. And then they get poison spells, and bone spells, and then they also get a lot of curses, and some of the curses, like there's a curse they get called Decrepify, which just is ridiculous. It just makes the enemy weak to everything. Truly broken. So you could be a big group. Yeah, I could learn Shapeshift if I wanted to. Well, I was considering it.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, I know, I'm overburdened.
Good day.
The Order welcomes you.
Should have actually checked what that preserved head had. 6 to life is not worth it. Right. What potions do I have? We'll pitch these. Those in there instead. And just sell everything else. So yeah, each of the classes have the three talent trees. They're very good. There's a lot you can do. What's that keeping there? Oh, yeah, that's my bodyguard when I get him. Still can't use that yet. Haven't got a use for these yet either. God, I hate the sound these things make when you put them somewhere. Just like a fucking stone on chalkboard. Hey, Bardiche. I mean, even though I've not really been putting a lot of points into like strength and so on, I'm still doing decent. I still hold my own in a fight in that I don't die because like I've been pumping most of my points into vitality because that's when I looked at the best way to do a summon build. It just said put points into strength and dex as you need to in order to use the equipment that you want, and then just pump all your points into vitality. Maybe the odd bit into energy just so if you need to summon a lot, if you need to like resummon during fights. But you could just sit there fucking IV dripping mana potions into you in order to keep the summons going. Which I have done if I wanted to resummon all my wolves mid-fight, because I get like a skill shrine or something. Ooh, these are special enemies. I feel that's the way to go. It's honestly incredibly fun. Like, even if you just pick up the original Diablo 2, like, there's some quality of life stuff that isn't present in it. Like, apparently they changed the the Resurrected, so that you could have both wolves and direwolves summoned at the same time. Previously, they would replace each other. But I think Diablo, the remaster, they changed it. It was just like, nah, if you can summon it, it will appear. No summons will never replace each other now, which is very nice. And was a big buff, I think. Economy build, earn money to buy potions to never need stats. Yep. Like, honestly, if my previous, like, the first mini-boss I encountered, like, when you go in there and you've been sort of if you've been hybriding, when you go in against the first sort of proper mini-boss, which is Bloodraven, she will kill your minions fairly easily, but my minions just went in and fucking wrecked her. I'm just gonna stand here and watch the fight happen. Just stand there flexing shoulders and then just go pick up all the items. Occasionally summon a raven. Oh look, there's the item. There's the chest. Of course I can't carry anymore.
Yes.
You know what, actually? I am gonna pop those in there.
Hello.
I do find time portals to be a bit annoying in all these kinds of games. What, you mean just in how convenient they can make things, or just the fact that they're finite numbers? Which parts specifically? They're funnily exploitable in Diablo 2, because they only just because you can use them to escape boss fights. Inconvenient, yeah. Quite a lot of games have junk bag that holds infinite. You can't get stuff back out. Ah, right, fair enough. Yeah, there's a lot of dipping back to town to sell all your junk. I mean, actually, I should probably do it again. But that's just the way it is. It's just the way the game's been.
Yes?
TL. What's TL? I know what TL is, but I can't remember. I just solved it with minion return thing, which was cool. Torchlight, fuck. You see, I knew it. I knew the game, and I was like, oh, come on, I know this abbreviation, but I just completely spaced on the gameplay. We got a quest. What'll be cool as well is when I get to Act 2, I'm going to get rid of the archer, this Kundry person, and get one of the mercenaries instead, because they're melee, and they can get some fucking phenomenal buffs, including a melee attack power buff, and, you know, which you may imagine is pretty useful looking at my summons collection. Just explore the rest of the area. Yes, for me, I don't think it's much of a problem. It's just, but then again, I'm also incredibly used to it because I played this, you know, back when I played this game, this was like pinnacle of game design, accessible, you know, convenience and quality of life didn't exist when this game came out. What did I pick up there? Ooh. Don't pick up up. The Tamo Highlands, or Tamo. I always called it the Tamoe Highlands, which it probably isn't. Ooh, Ashman. I don't need any of these healing potions, really. I just pick them up to eventually sell them. Because it's a handy little thing. Anyway, Namus, how's your weekend been? I've largely been zoned out of our group chat, I think. Ooh, leveled up again. What a treat. What level am I now? 14! I can get that out of my thing. 30% attack rating, 25% and defense rating. Thing is, I keep buffing the wolves and the ravens just keep getting stronger as well. Buffing the ravens doesn't make the wolves stronger. Buffing the wolves does make the ravens stronger. Which is kind of cool. 12% damage per level. Yeah, so I'm getting, what, 120% damage increase on the ravens because of my wolf levels, so... I think the grizzly bear benefits from everything. No, it doesn't. Okay. So yeah, nothing else benefits from ravens. Ah, the monastery gate.
Evil flows from here.
Getting annoyingly warm right now. I'm in that really annoying place where if I put the fan on, my fan on, I start to get just a little bit cold, but the moment I turn it off, it's like, nope, it's too warm. I hope my fan isn't being picked up by the mic, by the way. I didn't do a proper test, but it's as far away from me as I can get it on my desk. Yeah, exactly, that's too warm, but also not hot enough to... Yeah. No, audio is clear. Nice. Yeah, I've got a desk fan, but the desk fan is a lot noisier than my Dyson fan, but I just can't be fucked moving the Dyson fan back across my desk every time I want to stream, so I'm like, I'll put the desk fan on, but just put it on the lowest setting and keep it as far away from me as possible. we'll go into the monastery then. That's not what I wanted.
Thank you. Thank you.
See how many days to the other room and I can get back, yeah. Can't remember where the mallet. Ah, Yetis. I was wondering if I was going to see them. Normally you see them. Normally they're in the Highlands. I wanted the outer cloister. Oh, I need to resummon my wolves again.
Good morning.
Every time they level up, the wolves, unfortunately, when you level up a skill level, from what I can tell, from what I've been able to tell, the wolves won't upgrade with that skill level, so you need to literally resummon them all to get the newer version of them. It feels like that anyway. But it is kind of hard to know. Ooh, I can take this now as well. The monastery is pretty fucking big. There's some fucking amazing leveling to be done in the monastery. Like once we start getting underground and stuff, it'll start getting pretty crazy. I think we'll encounter the smith fairly soon, actually. Because where is it? Is it outer cloister, barracks, inner cloister, jail, and then catacombs? I can't remember the exact order of things. That's the barracks. We'll probably maybe pull back and explore the other part once we've filled everything here. Although we may encounter the smith just whilst we're here. I think he might be. Yeah, we'll nip back first, and we'll just explore the rest of the outer cloister. Tell you what I've not seen a lot of. I've only seen them like once, I think, and that's champion enemies, which is a real shame, because champion enemies are worth a fuck ton of XP and a fuck ton of gold.
Good day.
Hello.
Ooh, that's pretty good as well, actually. We'll keep that. Soon this stash will clear out as I start getting more, once I get the Heraldric Cube, it'll be a lot easier. Let's go kill the smith. Ooh, just as I was lamenting the lack of champion enemies. I mean, this is a higher level part of the axe, so I guess you'll start seeing more powerful enemies in general. Okay, well, there's the entrance to the jail, which is where we want to go after we've killed the smith and collected the heraldic malice. Fucking hell, another named enemy. Okay, door number 1 yielded nothing. Let's try door number 2. Started to take. You see that? I actually took a bit of damage there. Yeah, that's where it is. That's the thing. That's what the Andariel test is, because you could be absolutely fucking shagging for the entire bit and then get to the end of Act Boss and just get fucking one tap because she kills all your minions. What I'm gonna do actually, I'm gonna put this in F8, just so if I ever need to quick cycle to it, I can.
I can't carry anymore.
Look at all these items. Might as well restat them all.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Pop that in there. And in there. 9 stamina, damage reduced by 1. Yeah, we'll take that. Even the potions really aren't worth much for selling, but they take up no space, so I'm not exactly in any kind of rush. I don't really have any kind of concern in picking up items, and I'm happy to just make more portals and just do more town trips if need be. Ooh, Hawk Helm. Anthropy. Some choices here. Oh, those are minions. It's just extra fast. Died extra fast as well. just deal with this now. It's so quick, though. It can be so easy to have to sort of run back. Once I get the Heraldric Cube, I get a little bit more space. Like, I think I get an extra 5 slots, 5 item slots, but... Oh, 4,020. This is why class items are so fucking good. Because the enchantments on them alone are pretty good, and then you factor in... You factor in the potential for getting a class ability buff, which just adds ridiculous amounts of value to the item. And if it's not an item you can even use, then that's fine. My current helmet is worth a fucking fortune. Oh, the smith's in here. There he is. And the smith, and just like that, the smith is dead.
Charcy will be thankful to get this malice.
Yes, she will.
Yes.
Oh, thanks so much for returning the Heraldric Malice. I will now imbue one of your items with magical powers.
No, you won't. Not until the final act. Technically, that quest will not be finished, and I will not be finishing that quest until the very end of the game.
It is certain that we face the Demon Queen, Andariel, who has corrupted the Rogue Sisterhood and defiled their ancestral monastery. This does not bode well for us, my friend. Ancient Heraldric texts record that Andariel and the other lesser evils once overthrew the 3 prime evils, Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal, banishing them from hell to our world. Here they caused mankind untold anguish and suffering before they were finally bound within the Soul Stones. Andariel's presence here could mean that the forces of hell are once again aligned behind Diablo and his brothers. If this is true, then I fear for us all. You must kill her before the monastery becomes a permanent outpost of hell, and the way east lost forever.
Okay, yes, we've got the jail, and then the inner cloister, and then the catacombs. And Andariel's in the catacombs.
The Sisterhood welcomes you. I can imagine 1,000 different ways to kill Andariel. You need only choose one.
Yes? The map makers tell us the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Our way east is a line that runs through Andariel's stronghold, the monastery.
Thank you, Reeve. We shall go to the... Yeah, so jail, inner cloister, catacombs. We know where the jail is. Probably faster to run from here to the jail. I think there's 3 levels to the jail. I can't remember. And I can't remember if it's 3 levels to the jail or 3 levels to the jail and then the inner cloister, or 4 levels to the jail, but the 3rd one has the inner cloister and the 4th one's kind of like a bonus level. But we'll find out. We're gonna...
Bars can't hold a force of nature.
I'm just gonna say, as we go through this, how fucking big was the Rogue's prison industrial complex that they had a jail this massive? Some more champion enemies. Because little me was maligning the lack of them. love it. Oh yeah, because this is considered more of a chill game. I haven't died yet anyway, but I won't be doing death counts for Diablo. Just because it's not really part of the. It's just the game I play when I'm not playing my main game. It just so happens that I'm doing a few Diablo streams in a row because I don't want to start a new game right before I go away for a week and a half. Honestly, the temptation to learn the Vine just to get another summon is up there, but the Vine is also kind of useless. These bunch of minions. I should probably explain. Minions basically means that they have a named monster that they're a part of the group of. So there'll be a named monster in their midst. Minions do more damage and have more health and better defenses than their regular counterparts. That victory offers nothing, so worthless. Your map overlay certainly makes... Yeah. I don't know how people can work without it. I like turning it off if, like, when I don't... I like turning it off when I don't need it, just so you can see more of what's happening. But even then, I'm just so used to having it on all the time that it's kind of like, what's the point? Maybe I'll try sort of flittering it on and off. So we are looking for a waypoint, and we are looking for the entrance to level 2. Okay, that's level 2, so we know it's there. So we can come back to this, but we need to find the waypoint. Whoops, wrong button. Wasted rejuve. Don't tell me the waypoint's going to be right up there in that little bit just above the... Amazing.
Good to see you.
I really like this game. I think they did a phenomenal job with it. Sorry if I'm being kind of quiet. I'm just kind of like not spacing out's maybe the wrong word. Although maybe it is the right word actually. I'm absorbed. I'm absorbed in my Diablo. Sunday, chill and play. Yeah. Because that's the thing. It's. I think the game's going to be chill until maybe Duriel. That was stupid. Did not want to go that way. I'm just reading up on Rapid XML so I can tell some internet strangers they're wrong. Excellent. So, did you just have a theory that they were wrong? Did they just sound stupid on paper, or was it just something you need to double check? I'm interested to know, like, what was your confidence level in their wrongness going in before having to look it up? I don't think I've ever used Rapid XML actually. I don't think I've for a couple of projects in university, I used, I think I used Tiny XML. I think that was the one I used as my XML parser. My confidence was high. I then searched the bug database to find where the dev had said we don't do it because the XML parser. I got no hits. Damn. I was being sure to justify I was right all along. Listen, I believe you. More so than some stranger on the internet, especially. Level up again. I'm gonna put some points into energy, give energy a bit of love. And we're gonna wolf this. We're gonna keep wolfing until it's dire wolf time. The key thing is if I'm wrong, I'll simply not reply and never change my views. I mean, that's how you do it. That's how the internet operates. I think if you don't do that, then you're doing it wrong. Can you imagine what this world would be like if people admitted to it and they were off? Man, the number of Reddits where I've sort of been like, even if it's like partially proved wrong, or been like, oh, it's too much effort to prove them. It's too much effort to prove them wrong now. I'll just casually leave and go away. Spending an indie dev, absolutely then. All right, I kind of want to know what was going down in vague strokes. What was going down? Vague strokes, broad strokes. Ooh, we're out of ravens. If you were defending an indie dev from someone who doesn't make games, then I think not only are you morally correct, you're on the moral right, you're almost definitely on the intellectual correct as well. Something special is people saying, oh, why can't we have more than 4,096 characters in our lure? My understanding till now was their XML parse had a buffer that size that limits that. I mean, that would make sense. That'd be my guess. Yeah, I mean... Oh, is this the fucking thing in this game where... Yeah, there's like fucking secret walls in like this area, but it's the only place I've ever found secret walls. Game up making boats, if you can't fit, turn engine on and steer right in 4096. Yeah, besides, sometimes limitations just exist in order to not make things too powerful. It's like, you know, as a deliberate restrictions. Even if it wasn't an XML parser, I'd still be an XML parser issue. I'd still be like, well, are you trying to write a fucking game or something? Oh, wait, I'm not saying that you can make a game in 4,096 characters. I'm more just using it as an illustrative point of like, what do you need to do that requires that much of a part, that big a sort of command parse? Yeah, exactly. It'd be really boring, in my opinion, if just porting full Doom games into it. The way it is, it's actually interesting to work with, like TIS 100. Yeah, ooh. That was clearly a powerful foe. Oh, that door was locked the whole time.
I am overburdened. I am overburdened.
Yeah, exactly. And also, as a dev, my favorite response to why don't you just do this is fuck you, that's why. Which I think in the world we live in is a perfectly valid answer. 5 to mana, poison resist, 2 repair, self-repair and durability. Oh, The defense is kind of shite, though. Does have more mana. Oh, but it doesn't really actually serve much as a defensive item. Fuck it. We'll get rid of it. %, legitimate, yeah. People in this community have like 1,000+ hours, still complain the 20-time game isn't well made. Devs update every 2 weeks and announce new features weekly. Yeah, but that's part of the course, isn't it? Even if the game is well made, they'll still say it's not well made. I think that the only people who should be allowed to play video games are other game devs. Because they're the only ones who appreciate what goes into making them. Game dev is difficult, man. It's really difficult. Oh, sorry. It's difficult if you actually care about making something decent. If you're a talentless hack, it's probably not that difficult. Fucking hell, that was one hell of a chest drop there. Yeah, I look at this place, I wonder how many of these torture devices were here before the rogues were driven out, and how many of them did the demons bring, and how many of them were just here beforehand? And how big was this prison? This is level 2 of 4, I believe, of this fucking jail that they have. How many goddamn prisoners do you need? Who are they locking up in here? Who's Flame the Howler? Mage. Lots of items at least. I can't remember if there's 3 or 4 levels to the jail. Dead end. I thought that might have been the exit there, actually, just based on kind of the general flow. Oh, I just want me some dire wolves. How close am I? Still 3 levels away. The story in Diablo is it just blasts through. There is a story, so a bit of setting. I'll try and remember. This is the story I remember. They have retconned the story in a few places, especially since Diablo 3 came out. But my general understanding is the background is the world of Sanctuary, is the world we live in, was created was created in the midst of a massive war between heaven and hell. Demons and angels locked in perpetual battle with each other over the fact that they didn't like each other very much. And then a group of demons and angels kind of got together and was like, hey, instead of fighting each other, how about we start fucking each other instead? So they created Sanctuary, where they could basically go and live out their days in peace and just have sex with each other. And that's what birthed the Nephilim, which were like the first humans, but humans embodied with the sort of the powers of angels and demons. So the characters you play as in the Diablo game, these much more powerful than average humans, are Nephilim, like direct descendants of, or semi-direct descendants of angels and demons. And then humans are what happens when the Nephilim fuck each other. That's my understanding. Now, things might have changed since Diablo. Things that might have been retconned with Diablo 3 or Immortal. I don't know for sure. That was my understanding of the general lore. And basically, the story of Diablo was Diablo is one of the 3 primevals, and I think they basically they decided they wanted to rule Sanctuary. So they opened up a portal to Sanctuary from Hell underneath the town of Tristram in the first game. And the first Diablo was you just descending through the layers of hell to defeat Diablo and drive him back. So there were 3 heroes in the original Diablo. A warrior... what does that do? This looks pretty good, actually. 4 to 11, 2 to 7. Demons, undead... Ooh, foo. Yeah, why not? Been a while since we upgraded our weapons. So Diablo opened it up, and then 3 adventurers, a rogue, a warrior, and a sorcerer, went underground to try and defeat him, and they did. But when Diablo died, his soul basically forced itself into a soul stone, and in order to try and contain the evil, the warrior rammed the soul stone into his own forehead to try and basically use his mighty powers of Nephilim to basically contain Diablo's soul within himself. The rogue and the mage, the warrior, the rogue, and the sorcerer went their own separate ways, but they couldn't escape the corruption in the end, so they became corrupted. We've already actually killed, canonically, who was the rogue, and that was Bloodraven, one of the rogue sisters. We fought her as our second quest. She was canonically the rogue from Diablo 1. And the warrior who contained the Soul Stone is Diablo in this game. He's been passing through areas, so he passed through the rogue monastery, and then basically as a result all these demons started appearing after he passed through. He's on a journey east to find something, and basically we're constantly sort of arriving in an area right after Diablo's been there and trying to basically undo the damage he's done before we eventually chase him to hell itself and stop him in hell, and try to destroy his soul stone for good. And then the expansion that came after this adds an extra act, and it concerns one of the... So the second last act, we fight... Ooh, is this the way out? Yeah, nice, wait a second. Okay, yeah, no, there are only 3 levels to the jail, nice.
Greetings.
So yeah, the first area is the Rogue Monastery, then it's Luke Gholein, and then out in the desert by Luke Gholein, Diablo finds one of the things he's looking for. It's a tomb in which one of his brothers is being held. His brother Baal, I think his older brother. No, is it his older or his younger brother? I've never been clear on that. If Diablo is the youngest or the middle child. But basically, Baal was another one of the primevals whose soul was contained within a great and powerful Heraldric mage called Talrasha. I think they were kind of like similar to They were kind of I think the Haradrim are basically like a group of very wise and very powerful magic scholars. Deckard Cain, who we rescued in this game, is one of them, and Talrasha was one of the greatest of them, and he basically became a vessel to hold Baal's soul. And Diablo finds him and rescues him with the unwitting help of a human called Marius, who's kind of like the narrator for the story. Like he narrates what Diablo's been up to, and then every time he'll narrate what Diablo does, and then we arrive in the aftermath of that. Ooh, rare mail. That would be very useful. And basically, he becomes like he's basically like the unwilling stooge for Diablo. I don't know if Marius was in the first game or not. And then after they rescue Bale, they go further east to the jungles of Kurast and find the Temple of the Zakarum, which is where Mephisto, Diablo's oldest brother, is being held. And anyway, they reconvene with him, and then that's how they open the portal into Hell. With their powers combined, they're able to open a portal to Hell on this world. And then we step through that portal in order to fight Diablo. We killed Mephisto to get access to the portal, and we take his soul stone to the Hell Forge where we can destroy it forever. And then we kill Diablo in Hell and take his soul stone to the Hell Forge where we can destroy it forever. And then the expansion came out where Bale had taken over the northern Ariat Mountains with the intention of corrupting the World Stone, which I think is kind of similar to what it sounds. It was kind of like the stone which was used, I think, by the original angels and demons to effectively help birth this world, birth the world of Sanctuary. So Bale corrupts it, and I think it has to be destroyed. So I don't know what exactly that does. I think it's probably something to do with like power and immortality, but I don't really know the full details. But that's like a general rundown of my understanding of the plot of Diablo. Again, things could have been retconned. I may just be incorrect on stuff, but that's generally my understanding on what happens in Diablo and Diablo 2.
Good day.
Oh, that's quite nice. Strength 36. What's my strength? Oh, I'm not that far off it, actually. Okay, fuck. We can put this in our chest then, in our stash until later. It's a very good story. Diablo 1 and 2 are a very tight narrative. And once Blizzard sort of decided to invest in Diablo as a franchise rather than just a game with a sequel, I think that's when they really started to balloon the story out and expand a lot of the stuff. Like, I don't think the whole, angels and demons fucking and creating the world of Sanctuary thing was established in Diablo 1. I think Diablo 1 was just genuinely David Brevik was like, hey, what if a portal to hell opened up underneath a small village?
I sense it. The supernatural is strong here.
Which, you know what? Perfectly cool. Once we take over... We don't take over anything. We join the angels, though, in battling hell. Like, the angels have no problem with Sanctuary. They don't wish to rule Sanctuary. They think Sanctuary's beneath them, I think, but they have no interest in ruling Sanctuary. Hell wants to corrupt and kill everyone in Sanctuary. Because that's what hell is. Like, it's kind of weird. In the war between angels and demons, there is kind of like an objective good guy, but it's kind of weird because it's like, yeah, the demons who rebelled, I guess, were technically good guys. But does that mean that the angels who rebelled were bad guys? It's interesting. It's kind of like the angels. When you meet them, the angels biggest thing is they're incredibly arrogant. They are fully aware, that as angels, they're divine beings, and they don't really hold mortals in high esteem at all. Because we're angels. We're cool. And we've got wings and shit. And we live forever. These pesky mortals, who I guess technically they'll probably view as, I guess technically they could view all the mortals in Sanctuary as demon spawn. So that's what the Nephilim are. What the fuck was that? Oh, Ratman. New enemy type has appeared. You don't always meet the Ratmen, and if you don't meet them here, you don't meet that type of enemy until Act 3, so it's kind of wild. this now. Still got Baldur's Gate on the list. Well, how much is the original Diablo 2? Because honestly, the original Diablo 2 is functionally this is the same. It's just got a couple of extra quality of life things, and it's basically a slightly higher patch. But they were patching Diablo 2 for I think 14 years after. They were patching Diablo 2 after years after Diablo 3 had launched. It's a very well looked after game, and it runs on, and because of that, it runs on all modern systems and stuff, and it's probably really cheap to get hold of now. I don't know if Blizzard still sell the base Diablo 2, but they haven't done the thing they did with Warcraft 3, where Warcraft 3 did the thing where if you owned Warcraft 3, it just replaced it with or if you install Warcraft 3 from the launcher, it actually installs the remastered version. Now, if you own both, and then you have to tell it, no, I want to play Warcraft 3, but the original. But yeah, Diablo 2, I think you can still just get the original on your account. And I think as well, you can download the patches, like even if you get like a second-hand copy, so you can't link it to your account, I think you can still download the patches anyway.
I can't carry
25, what, for the original Diablo 2? Jeez, oh. That sounds like Blizzard. Look, where's the shop? Shop Diablo 2. Oh no, Diablo 2, the original Diablo 2 is £9 on the Blizzard, on the Classic Games store. Wait, the original is free? Where are you looking at this? Because I'm on the... I'm in the Battle.net shop interface just here.
I am overburdened.
Greetings.
Yeah, the thing I was looking at there, it said Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction. Yeah, it's 18 quid to get the pair of them. Fucking hell, 18 quid. You might as well pay 21 and get the remake in that case, which is probably what they're going for. I've got no reason not to use Rejuve potions if I've got this many of them. Blizzard.com is a legitimate site. Let me have a look at this. No, you can link in my Twitch chat. It's fine. Blizzard.com should redirect to that. If you go to the shop, what does it show? I go Diablo 2. Yeah, I don't know where you're seeing 25 from. I have no idea if this is going to show the correct screen or not. Yeah, look, this is what I'm seeing when I log on. So you got Diablo 2 Resurrected for 21, which is what I'm playing, and then you've got the original and the expansion for 18 quid. For 18 quid between them. You'd be as well to go for Diablo 2 Resurrected, if that's the case. Because these are fine, but like this is just a better version. Like it's unlike unlike Warcraft 3, they didn't fuck the remake. Like so far, the remake has been perfect. Oh, okay, Catacombs back here. For a second, I panicked there and thought I wasn't meant to go through there. US store, sorry, $25. Okay, well, get it through the UK store. I don't know if you've got like a VPN or something on. Make sure on the, like, if you've got the Battle.net app, you can just buy it through the Battle.net app. Then you'll definitely get the right version. But yeah, 21 quid right now, which I think is, if you pay, bear in mind that $25 will probably be excluding tax as well, so you'll end up paying even more than that. If for whatever reason you bought the US version. Which I probably advise against. In the middle of installing. I have a horrible feeling that Diablo 2 might ask you for a product key. You see, do I have my copies? No, I'm afraid I don't have my copies on me, otherwise I'd let you use my product key. Oh wait, I can just give you my product key. I mean, no I can't, because you're not meant to share product keys. Because that means you wouldn't be able to play the game online together. I actually don't know how it works. I don't know if the original Diablo 2 is sophisticated enough to try and link to modern Battle.net. I don't think it is. But I would be honest, like, it is worth, like, don't worry, if it needs a key, I'll just buy it. I have a feeling if it needs a key, buy this version then. Unless, of course, you can get, like, a really cheap copy of Diablo 2 from, like, CD keys or something, I guess. But even then, I think it's worth getting the remake. Blizzard support links, I have a feeling, are patches, aren't they? Maybe I'm wrong. I honestly don't know how it works. I haven't installed the original Diablo 2 in a while. Well, when I can just because I linked my CD key with my Battle.net account, I can just download the client. I can just download the old sort of Windows 98 client for it or whatever, and it just does it all for me. But I don't know how it works. If you wanted to buy the game now, I would just advocate for buying the remake because it's so fucking good. But then again, that does introduce the quandary of giving money to Activision Blizzard, which, from a moral position, I can totally understand not wanting to do. Okay, yeah. Who knew they were 1.7? Well, this was back in the day when CD keys were the authentication system. That was the only anti-piracy that existed back then. You had a CD key, so two people could. So if you lent your friend a copy, you would be able to play it online together. I think it might have been promotional download guide. No, it looks like, considering they've got it being for sale on their main website, suggests to me that that's not the case. I love how it still has please enter the name of the owner. Like, why? They should fucking make... Well, the problem with them making the original free is that because this game is incredibly similar, like, is basically the same as the original, I guess that introduces the problem where if they made it free, they might worry people will just play the original instead of the remake. But I think the remake is worth playing over the original. Like, Warcraft 3, I would pick the remake over the... I would pick the original over the remake if it wasn't a pain in the ass to install. But this, I flat out would happily go with the remake because it is just the same game but just with all the systems improved. There's level 3. We'll explore the rest of this level though, make sure we find everything. Speak to Deckard Cain first.
Good evening.
Honestly, getting Deckard Cain just as a game changer. Ridiculous.
Hello.
Figure out how I can uninstall Blizzard Installer from... Jesus Christ, man. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, I get what you mean. Sorry, the very old school Blizzard installer. Yeah. Not sure I have a good solution for that. It was an old support ticket. I had high hopes. Are there any good items that I can buy? I might try my luck at some new boots again, actually. No, not trade. Gamble. Are you kidding me? The same pair of boots 3 times? This is fucking ridiculous. Okay. Clearly we're not getting good boots. Waste of money. I want to check what level the catacombs my thing's on. I have a feeling it's level 3. Oh no, it's level 2. Okay, so there's a waypoint to find in here as well. Oh, I forgot to resummon my wolves. I can summon my wolves on 1 mana pull now. That's amazing. Good, I mean valuable. God, all these gems. At the same time, I've yet to find any really good socketed items. I also need to look into the various rune sockets as well. There's a bunch of systems in Diablo 2 that I haven't memorized. They're definitely there's a lot of arcade. There's a lot of not even archaic song with arcane stuff that you just need to like. Okay, I'm just gonna you look up things like rune word combinations and so on, and you can make fucking ridiculous items using rune words. Rune words are kind of like gems, so you'll get like a rune that's like the Ta rune or the Eth rune or something. And then you combine them in the right order on socketed items, and it makes a fucking OP item way more overpowered than the piece of shit that you put in that you add them into through some like divine art. But you have to like know all the combinations and know what to put them in, and I don't know any of that shit. I'm not a giga nerd. Look at that, minion spiders. The spider models are very cool. I kind of like them. They're a lot squishier looking than the original old school ones. No, I don't want studded leather. Yeah, if you do get the remake, Namus, happy to play with you. I had a session going with that. Where's the waypoint? Oh, fuck me, it's right here. It's like, where's the waypoint? While standing on it because I couldn't see the map because of all my minions.
Good day.
Good day.
Oh nice, I think to be honest I'm avoiding multiple games right now. That's fine. As everyone knows, single player is the best. Like I have the most fun playing. I like playing Diablo single player. I don't like this character as an offline character. I've got my online character for my session with Raven, but I love single player games. It's the way they should be. And having worked on multiplayer games, like fuck, I don't understand why anybody would want to make a multiplayer game. Multiplayer networking is honestly one of the worst things I've ever had to do in my career. It's just so irritating. And like replicating stuff isn't too bad, but when it's just getting all the actual core session stuff working, that's just it. Just reading about them, thinking about how, like, listen, that's a valid way to engage with it. Not everyone has time to play games, but you know, or like has whatever sort of like the. Not everyone's always in the mood to play games, so sometimes you just want to sit, and you want to sit on the game's. You want to sit on the game's wiki and just read all the fucking wild shit that exists for the game. Cynical, hello. Yes, those Saki commissions were fucking fire. I could not get over it because I sent Saki the money. And I sent a little bit more than what Saki charges. Because I was like, you know what, it's my second time commissioning. Saki already undercharges for the quality of their work. I'm going to use gender neutral because I don't actually know Saki's pronouns. So going with gender neutral for this. And fuck me. I didn't even expect to get 2 pieces, let alone fucking the 2 pieces and the bonus one.
Thank you.
That they gave me. The one that was like everyone having cake. It was so lovely. Such a great person. And like their little thank you note was apologizing for how long it took, and I was like, mate, yeah, 3,000 yen, that's it. So I think I paid 5,000 yen for that one, for that commission, because I was like, you're underselling yourself at 3,000. It's ridiculous. Yes, the wait times are huge because you're so popular. Like, you know, I think I commissioned that piece on the 2nd of May and got it at the end of July, but Saki usually tweets out when they start working on commissions. Not specifically who, but they give like a general date range, and they tweeted out like last week that they were starting work on commissions, including the one from my date range. So that was like a week tops to make that, to do those 3 pieces. Just because what a powers. I know, absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Fucking coming out here with like Kentaro Miura style artwork. And then the thing is, if you tip them, so like I tip all the artists on Scab. So I tipped Saki another 1,500 yen for this piece because, like, fucking insanity, you know. And usually, like, Saki will definitely considering a 4,000 yen request, yeah. And then, like, Saki sometimes does like an extra little thank you bit to add on to it. It's honestly crazy. Just like not anything like, you know, not anything like of the same level. Just like a cute little drawing. Artists are criminally underappreciated for their work. Yeah. And the thing is, Skeb lets them set the price. Like, there are artists on Skeb who are absolutely charging, you know, the correct amount. You know, there are a couple on there who I follow who I'll never be able to afford because they charge like 20,000 yen. But their pieces are very good, but at the same time, some of the best pieces have come from some of the cheapest artists, which is what's really weird. My favorite pieces have all come from artists that have not charged anywhere near as much as... Like, I love all the Skebs that I've had, don't get me wrong. But unlike a parent, I do have some favorites, and Saki's is definitely up there among the favorites. And for the price, it's honestly madness. I love them. I'm going to continue commissioning from them. I just need to think. Well, I was originally going to do a commission for every game I finished, but considering the time, that just wouldn't be feasible, I think. But I need to have a think about... proper healing and mana potions. So I need to have a think about the sort of stuff that I'd want. But thankfully, you know, they have included I guess I'd maybe go for a Sekiro piece next, because I've got Dark Souls now, and I've got Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Elden Ring, so I might as well continue with the Soulsborne stuff. Either a Sekiro piece, or maybe I can do a piece for when Hollow Knight Silksong comes out. Yeah, like a Hollow Knight style piece. Saki's a lovely person. Very wholesome and very fucking good at interpreting the brief. Like, the piece that I got was in my head, like, I had in my head an idea of what a best case understanding of the I assumed the automatic translation would be bad, but honestly, the way Saki writes, I sometimes think that Saki is also fluent in English, so doesn't even need the translation. But like the brief, like what I got back was basically what I imagined an absolutely perfect interpretation of the brief would be.
Good day.
And then I got that like twice because there were 2 different pieces plus the bonus one.
The Order welcomes you.
Absolute insanity. Oof. Look at that. Look at the value. Still got nothing on this though. Fiend Visor. We're gonna be coming right back once we pick up all this stuff because there's all this shit on the floor to pick up. Might as well just deal with this now.
Hello.
But it's the fact as well, the fact that it really surprised me, because I kind of half communicated that, you know, oh, you could draw my Elden Ring character, but with, like, my OC's sort of appearance and stuff. And they got that, and then not only did they do that, but then they also drew the actual character as well, so it's like 2 sides of the same character, you know, it's like, it's me, it's Ray, but then it's also the Elden Ring Ray as well. Oh, it's just everything about it, man. Holy shit. Ghouls. We are in the conservative portion of the tomb, I feel, or the catacombs. God damn, this is a big section. Okay, so the Catacombs level 4 is where Andariel is. So we're going to explore the rest of this place first. And then we're going to go fight the big boss lady. And we're going to see how quickly my wolves die. They have yet to be killed by anything. They're that powerful. They've yet to die to a single enemy, or even come close to dying to it. Well, I actually don't know for sure how close they've come, because you can't see their health bars. And obviously my rogue's not died either. I should probably buy antidotes, actually, just so I can... We'll see how we get on without. But you know what? Look at that. It's a pretty fucking straight shoot run to the end if I do need to run back. Right, let's do this. Time to go face Andariel. Actually, I mean, we won't be facing her direct straight away. We'll be facing hordes and hordes of minions first. And then Andariel. this is the room that's full of enemies, and then the next room is where Andariel herself is. Ooh, superior crystal sword.
Anymore.
Oh wow, am I already overburdened again? Oh no, I can pick up a crystal sword still. I'm just wondering if the crystal sword is worth anything. I don't actually know if it is. It's not rare or anything. I was just interested. These crystal swords are cool.
Good day.
It's worth a little bit. Never hurts. What we'll do is we'll put the portal over here, actually. She's coming. Oh my god. Dogs don't give a fuck.
Dario, your reign is over.
Oh, look at that. The dogs finally died from poison damage, so Andariel was able to kill them. But only because of attrition, not actually being that strong.
I can't carry anymore.
Just beautiful. Mwah.
And Dariel's death brings about renewed life for us all. We mourn the loss of our dear sisters, but at least now we can get on with our lives. I may have misjudged you, Outlander. You are a true hero, and testament to the noble spirit which has inspired our order for generations. Farewell, my friend.
That's nice.
This is a great victory indeed, but many more battles await. I will accompany you on your journey, lending what assistance I can.
She did get melted. It wasn't even funny.
Diablo is still out there, seeking something in the desert. I'm afraid that this nightmare will not end until
Just sitting in
you
a tomb for
find
1,000
what
years
it
just
is.
waiting for a man and dogs to run in and chew you up.
Good to see you.
What did I get? That's pretty cool. I can give that to my mercenary. Is it better than the one that they've already got in there? I have a feeling that it is. We'll decide which one's better later. And then... oh yeah. I'll speak to you later, Wareve. I want to go speak to everyone else first.
Hello. I'm gonna party like it's $9.99.
Very good.
Greetings. You'll probably go east now. It was good to know you. I hope you'll come back if you ever need anything.
What's quite cool, it's a shame it doesn't happen because I'm playing Druid, which is an expansion class, but if you play any of the classes, any of the base classes, one person in the camp will have a special dialogue for you based on the class you play. So Charcy has the hots for the Barbarian, Wareve has like a fucking royalty boner for the Paladin, Geed doesn't like Necromancers, Kasha likes the Amazon, and Akara likes the Sorceress.
Finally, we may rejoice. We owe you a debt we can never repay. I only hope that in time, we will be able to rebuild our order. All our thanks go with you, my friend.
Yeah, the rogues are cool. I like the rogues. They're just, you know, they just want their home back. They're a noble bunch.
The caravan is prepared. We may now journey eastward to loot Gholein.
Loot Gholein. How are we doing for time? We're not even 2 hours in. We're going to get tons of Act 2, and Act 2 will be a bit different because it's not in perpetual darkness. It's in the desert during the day. So. But let's watch the cutscene.
We traveled east, over the mountains and into the vast deserts of broken lands. As the days passed, my companion told me of himself, that he had once been a great warrior, and that a dark and secret burden now weighed heavily upon him. We traveled for an eternity across that arid wasteland. How long? I couldn't say. And always, a dark cloud seemed to follow us just over the horizon. Finally, the journey ended. We climbed the last bridge. There below us lay our destination. The shining jewel, Loot Gholein.
So yeah, Loot Gholein is where we're going next.
Sea beyond. We made camp that last night. Perhaps it was the warm desert wind or the sound of the ocean, but for the first time in many weeks, I slept. However, the dreams returned, but these were clearly not my own. I beheld a vision of a great man, the mage, Talrasha. You were there too, Tyrael. I remember seeing you in my dream. His brethren had cornered a great demon, Baal, Lord of Destruction, who had been set loose upon the world. They attempted to imprison the demon within a sacred stone. Yet when their attempts failed, Talrasha selflessly volunteered to contain the demon within himself, completing the prison. He instructed his brethren to bind him within a tomb, buried under the sand, there to wrestle with the demon for all eternity. Now you know what I seek, Marius. This is my brother. Sleep now. We set out with the dawn.
So yeah, so that was the soul of Baal being imprisoned in Talrasha.
The next morning, we walked over the hill toward Loot Gholein. I had no idea then of the horrors that were in store for me there.
He just keeps following him. Everywhere he goes, Catastrophe is following, but he's like, I'm going to stick with this guy because his voice is compelling me to.
Good day. Greetings, honored traveler. I am Jaren, Lord of Loot Gholein, and I bid you welcome to my fair port city. I'm glad to know that once again, caravans are free to travel through the Western Pass. For some time now, we have been under siege by an evil power that I cannot identify. Strange, it all began when a dark wanderer came this way, looking for the tomb of Talrasha. No one knows exactly where Talrasha, keeper of Baal, is entombed, but it is certain to be far out in the desert. Now my people whisper tales of the dead rising from their tombs, and horrible creatures lurking.
Yeah, it'll be a lot easier to see going forward. We're going to spend a lot of time running around tombs and sewers, but we will also spend a lot of time
I've ordered
running
the
around the
port closed
deserts.
and all trade ships moored until I am sure that my city is safe. Atma, the tavern keeper, has an important mission for you. Go see her immediately. You'll find her on the other side of town. Now I must return to the palace. I apologize, but I can't invite you in. Things are rather a mess right now.
A portal to some otherworldly place got opened up inside, and all his harem got slaughtered.
For trade in magic and the like, see Drognin or Lysander. Drognin is the wisest man I know, without equal in magic and ancient lore. Poor Lysander is nearly deaf, but he's a reliable potion chemist. For travel back west, see Wariv, whom you already know. Our own Farah is a fine and honest armorer, and she can heal wounds as well. Elzix is the innkeeper, and may also have some items to trade. Grays, the mercenary captain I hired to secure the gates of Lut Gholein, keeps order in town as well. There are others here too. I'm sure you'll meet most of them. Just look around.
I've got to say, having Farah being able to both heal and repair is insane. So yeah, this is Lut Gholein. I don't remember these walls being red. I don't know why.
Now that Andariel is dead, I can return and outfit the rogues properly. Once I've made some trades here, I'll be free to head back to their monastery. Let me know if you want to travel along.
I'm trying to remember. That's how you get to the sewer. Okay. I thought the sewers was a trapdoor entrance.
Oh, you may not pass. You may not.
Can't go in. Yeah, it's still British. That is very true. So we got Elzix. Is he the gambler?
You look like a sturdy adventurer. You know, I used to be quite the scoundrel in my day. I led the fiercest group of bandits who ever terrorized these sands. Nowadays, I run this here inn and pretty much stay out of trouble. My days of adventuring are behind me.
Yeah, he's the gambling man.
What you need?
I'll bet you wonder how this town manages to stay safe with all the trouble going on out in the desert. Well, I can tell you that it's got nothing to do with the local town guards. They're all in the palace for some reason. Jaren hired me and my mercenaries to help keep the peace around here. We're not cheap, but we're the best this wasteland has to offer.
I hear that, and that is why I'm hiring. So we're gonna go for... okay, so what is it we want? They all have jab. Now, is it blessed, aim, prayer? Where's the only skills? Let me double check which one. I feel like it... Go to Druid. Builds. Like, prayer feels like it would be a good one because of healing, but I don't actually think we need that. And none of them have might. That's interesting. I'm gonna do a quick check, see if reloading game changes that. Like, you know, because reloading the game resets everything, so... Oh, okay, no, there are two
Yes,
entrances to the
citizen.
sewers. This is weird. Diablo, Act 2, Mercenaries. Oh, okay. Might only exists in Nightmare difficulty. Okay, that makes sense then. I guess we're gonna go for... We'll go for Azrael. Blessing. Oh, I don't actually have anything to give him just now.
I know much about the ancient religions. I was trained as a paladin of Zakarum in the Eastern Koras Temple many years ago.
Interesting introduction.
How do I know I can trust you, hmm? You may be as shifty as that pack rat Elzix who runs the inn. But if you need a potion, though, I suppose I can make you one. For a price, of course.
Good day. Greetings, my friend. Have you spoken to Jaren yet?
Oh yeah, okay. We'll speak to Atma last. I want to speak to Drognan, who should be over here.
I've heard that you are responsible for banishing Andariel back to the burning hells. I'm impressed, stranger. That couldn't have been easy. My name is Drognan, and I know what you're up against.
I think by Act 4, they don't even bother introducing themselves. They're just like, "Hail to you, champion." Actually, the angels in Act 4 are quite polite. Are generally quite polite to you, actually. More so than the ones who you sort of fight alongside most frequently. That is. Faster hit recovery. Da, da, da. I think that one's better. It's got more defense in any case.
I'll put that to good use.
Bet you will. Alright, we've got some gambling to do to try and get you some new gear. Okay. Ringmail's pretty good, but... Chainmail would be... Oh, fuck. 20,000, that's a lot. Just confirm we're sushi having tonight. That is pretty fucking pog. Alright, we're gonna take a chance with the chainmail. It's socketed. That'll do. I can work with that. And he needs a weapon now. That's decent enough.
I'll put that to good use.
I'm not gonna put any. Well, I'm not gonna put anything in the sockets just yet because I want to wait till I get the cube so I can make better gems. Can't wait for the raw Japanese fish. It's been so long. Yeah, diamonds might be a good shout. Oh, Geglash is here. He's just a tan drunk, isn't he?
I don't know why you people keep pestering me. Grays seems to have this place locked down nice and tight. Not that I couldn't have done the same. I've proven my valor in combat.
Do they give it back at the end? No, but like I don't ever give them like, you know, I don't swap out their items that often, so.
I don't expect this of you, but if you want to help me, I would be grateful.
In the sewers below our city, there lurks a horrid creature that hungers for human flesh. The creature has killed
You can take it off them if you want to.
including my son and my husband. If you destroy it, I will reward you. Please, be careful though. That beast has taken enough from us already. The sewer entrance is through the trapdoor.
We'll go through the trapdoor. You can also go through the docks as well. Radaman Slayer. Okay. I can't tell you how good it is having the blacksmith also be the Healy person, and right next to it. Seriously, you arrive here, you speak to Kane, you go straight to Farah, and that is your entire interaction covered. It's genuinely spectacular.
Good day.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. Like, there are characters who seem to, like, Lysander and Drogden have got the same like, Drogden is just Lysander's inventory, but better, I think.
I've personally found some of that devil's victims washed up out of the sewer. Often they are missing limbs or a head, and their bodies have always been skinned. At first, the creature raided the town at night. That's how Atma lost her family. Now we've got him barricaded in the sewers. You're safe up here on the surface, but every now and again, some fool wants to be a hero and heads down to the waste tunnels with a pig sticker.
The quest to kill Radaman doesn't really... It's a very typical introduction quest, but Radamant drops one of the most important items in the game for some fucking reason. I don't know why he has it. But he does. Ooh, look, we're taking some damage down here. Why did I pick that? I know what that does. Can I heal? No. See, things are getting a little bit more damage. A little bit more damaging. Damage, I'm definitely feeling the damage pick up a little bit. Okay, there's the sewer entrance, there's the other entrance. They're not dropping as much garbage as the previous area, but look how quickly my XP's been going up as well. It's crazy. Well, there's level 2, but we haven't finished exploring level 1 yet. I'm resummoning the spirit just because it doesn't seem to be restoring its own health. Oh, why did I put that? Maybe a rotten old spear or some common boots. Can't progress till it's all explored. Listen. It's not just about the items, it's about the XP as well. The last thing I want to do is underlevel myself. You're seeing how much more damage I'm taking now that I've entered this area. Good items can drop off of anything. I can't leave a dungeon half check. They're less likely to drop off of anything. Like seriously, if you want to do item farming, you just reload an area because you can kill the end of act boss as many times as you want. All you have to do is reload the game and they'll respawn. So I could go and kill Andariel again right now if I wanted to. So that can be a good route for we're trying to farm items that you know, items because obviously she's not going to drop super powerful items. She's going to drop items relative to the act she's from. That's cool. Grinding sucks, but at least you can't get stuck. Yeah, exactly. You can always grind. There's always grindable content, both in terms of gear and XP. Although XP grinding only goes so far. Love me a good stamina shrine. I have a feeling that Radaman's on level 3, I think. But I can't remember for sure. Well, there's level 3, so that suggests that that's where Radaman will be. Chest. Got this little area up here to explore as well. Gotta love it. Poisonous enemies. Maybe that's why the game keeps... I forgot that was a feature. That's new to the remaster. If you want to get a nice zoomed in look at how cool your character looks. Well, now you can. Oh look, it's nighttime in Gholein.
Good to see you.
Blessings to you.
I'm trying to remember what the quests are for. I know we have to get the heraldic staff. I know that's one of the quests. Obviously killing Duriel's one of the quests. Resist fire is actually going to be very useful against Burning Dead. Now that I think about it. Probably one of the better shrines to have gotten down here. Oh yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I actually still have another scab on the way. I commissioned, like, because obviously I commissioned the Saki one a while back, so I generally commission like a scab or two a month now. It really depends. I'm not planning on commissioning, I don't think I'm going to commission any more this month, because I have other things I'm spending cash on, so I'm going to keep the scabs down to a little bit. I commissioned one last month that I'm waiting on. I have no idea how it's going to turn out. Because the artist has a few different styles. I told them which of their styles I really liked, but they don't... They're in, I think they're a new artist on Scab, so they haven't got any Scab pieces. I was just going off like their portfolio. I can't remember if they listed a portfolio on Scab or not, or if I just found it on their Twitter. Because Scab does have a portfolio option, so you can put your like example pieces to your profile page, which is I think is pretty good, and more new artists on Scab should use that. Because otherwise it's like, okay, I'm digging through your like various Japanese exclusive social media accounts to try and work out what your art style is. I do my fair share of damage. Radagast is here. Radagast? Radamant. We could lose some wolves from all this poison. Oh shit, I forgot that he drops a book of skill. Again, first quest, reward training of the skill of your choice. Turn to Ameth the reward, show the scroll to Pain and Pain. We out here learning more wolves. I forgot that you don't get the cube here. you find the cube somewhere else. You get the scroll to tell you to go get the cube. Oh yeah, there's Mashif as well. He's the guy who takes us on the boat.
Greetings. I'm Mashif, captain of this ship here. I make port runs around the Twin Seas and occasionally out to Kingsport in Westmarch. I haven't sailed anywhere lately, though. Jaren has ordered me to stay docked here in case of emergency.
Oh, nice. The ship's even sort of like animating slightly, like with the water current.
They say that the taste of vengeance is bittersweet, but I find it to my liking. In addition to my undying gratitude, I have spoken on your behalf with the rest of the townspeople. The merchants have agreed to show their gratitude by offering their wares and services at lower rates. Oh, Jaren wants to see you too. You'll find him in front of the palace.
Ah, the lost Horadric scroll.
Yeah, we just found the lost Horadric scroll in the fucking sewer.
As the last living Horadrim, I alone have knowledge of its meaning. Now, to read the Horadric runes it bears. The Horadric mages, after binding Bale within Tal Rasha, magically sealed off his burial chamber from the mortal realm. Those same mages also crafted fearsome Horadric staves and imbued them with the special power to open the chamber's hidden door. After nearly losing one to the thievery of a rogue sorcerer, they divided all the Horadric staves into two parts, wooden shaft and metal headpiece, hiding them separately to safeguard them. The Horadrim foresaw our current plight and designed the hiding places to reveal themselves to worthy heroes like you. Collect both parts of a Horadric staff and unite them using a Horadric cube.
Yep, that's our quest for most of Act 2.
Chamber. If you haven't already.
Search the halls of the dead under the dry hills for the cube, search the maggot lair under the fire oasis for the shaft, search the claw viper temple for the headpiece.
It is an honor to serve you.
Oof. Oof. Half freeze duration. They're actually not that good. Like, I'm more interested in like general stats, I guess. I mean, defensive abilities aren't good, but these actually have less defense than these, so. Jaren wants to speak to me as well.
You may not pass. You may not.
Oh, there he is. He's teleported.
I have heard of your many deeds of skill and bravery. I feel I can trust you with something I have been hesitant to speak of. Drognin and I have concluded that the Dark Wanderer who passed through here recently was Diablo himself. Drognin believes that Diablo is searching the desert for the secret tomb where the great Horadric mage Tal Rasha keeps Bale imprisoned. You must find Diablo and put an end to the terrible evil that has fallen upon our city. Drognin is wise and is sure to have some helpful advice for you as to how Tal Rasha's tomb may be found. It may take you quite some time to find the tomb.
Yeah. We have quite directed objectives. Like the first act, it's all about reclaiming the rogue sort of monastery. But yeah, look at that. We've already got the final quest, like right at the start. Find Talrash's tomb.
Good day. Talrash's tomb is hidden deep in the desert among 6 others. Talrash's symbol marks the true tomb. If you want to know what that symbol is, you should be able to find it within the legendary Arcane Sanctuary.
So yeah, so I think either quest 4 or 5 is the Arcane Sanctuary. The Arcane Sanctuary, the portal to it's been opened up underneath the Lord's Harem, of all places. You know, just that, you know, as you do. So satisfying. Another quest is that there's a great eclipse that happens. I think it just happens partway through quest 2. Minion soldiers. God, the wolves are so fucking strong. It's great. One issue with Act 2 is I do find the environments a bit hard. Some of these outdoor environments a bit harder to navigate. There's a lot of open, empty space on account of it being a desert. I love some of the death animations though, like the eagles, especially when they sort of fall backwards and the feathers kind of just go flying. Got ourselves a wee shrine over there. Oh, it's just a health shrine. How's the stream quality, by the way? My PC is running like ass, so I can't actually check how the stream looks. Because my PC, like Chrome itself, is just running slow for me when I'm playing this, when I'm streaming this game for some reason. More vulture boys. Looks and sounds good, nice, okay. It's just like literally my PC lagged a little bit and the game frame rate didn't drop, but I then sort of tabbed out to Chrome just to have a quick look and it looked like it was running at about 2 frames a second, so I panicked. I think Act 2 is one of my favorites. Like, there's certain enemy types that I like, and I feel like Act 2, there's a lot of enemy types that I really like. Like I like the kind of the sort of the... It's all based, and the thing is, when I say the enemies I like, it's all based on their death animations. It's like, enemies with good death animations are amazing. And this act's got a lot of them. My Twitch drops regularly on all streamers blurry a lot, so I think anytime. Really, it's still looking fine right now. Fair enough then, that's good. Okay, we are looking for the Halls of the Dead. I'm not a huge fan of undead enemies. Like, as far as Diablo enemies goes, they're probably my least favorite type, just because, you know, they're just sort of shambling corpses. Like, I like stuff like this, stuff that has a bit of life to it. So, when it dies, you know it's died. Ooh, this isn't even the Halls of the Dead. This is an optional dungeon. We're definitely doing this. I like the beetles as well. Their animations are really cool. I mean, it's horrifying because they've got all that. Because they've got all their nasty electricity attacks.
Good day.
There's nothing the right portion can't cure.
That is very true. Look at all these gems. Can't wait to start compressing them down. I just want to double check, is there a teleporter in the Dry Hills? Yes, there is. And one in the Halls of the Dead level 2 as well. Gotta remember that. I do feel a bit bad for how much animation goes into enemies that just get steamrolled. Yeah. It's a hard life. Being, It's cool, it's a cool view, but goddamn does it make the game difficult to play. Anything good from the Fangtail? No. Oh, that's Stony Tomb level 3, but we've still got this little bit here. It's level 3, level 2. We've still got this bit here. In terms of dungeons, this place absolutely fucking nails it with that, because the thing that they said they had, there were 6 false tombs of Tal Rasha. You can go and pillage each of those 6 false tombs, and each of them's like almost is like a semi-full dungeon with like treasure and special enemies and all that shit. Like Act 2, the end of Act Gold Farm potential. Like when I get to the end of Act, it won't be this stream. We're gonna do all 6 false tombs before we do the 7th one, because there's no reason not to for the loot potential. Oh, I hate poison. There's the magic. There's the fancy chest. just enough space for everything. We're gonna see what else is hiding in these holes. Cool, healing potion. As long as it's items like that, we're doing good. Oh, and there's a special enemy. These are all his minions.
Stay a while and listen.
It is an honor to serve you.
Can I just get rid of that strength one, actually? Because I don't need it, do I? No, okay, I've still got enough strength. Poison length reduced by 25. Look at that, 110,000 gold now. Absolutely rolling in cash. Like, I don't want to fill my bags up too much with charms, but I feel like 2 columns is probably fine. Ooh, you guys can go in there. Have fun. I really like my bodyguard's pathfinding here. You know, he's helping. I want to increase my hit rating just a little bit. Like, I don't mind. Like, the stats are kind of irrelevant at this point for me because all my effort is in. Oh, it's big wolf time. Oh, they do stack. Look at that. It's big boy wolf. Eating corpses to increase damage it does to enemies. Look at this. The attack rating of my level 14 wolves is 375. The attack rating of my level 1 dire wolf is 350. Damage 7 to 12. So yeah, these wolves now get more life as a result. That all poison too. Is what all poison, sorry. And then these wolves get extra attack rating from having spirit wolves. It's so good. It's so fucking good. And as I said, the base game, you could only have the non-remake version. You I don't actually need this. Oh. Yeah, I mean, they were all everything was chucking poison at me. But that's just the enemy type more than anything. Oops, wrong ability. Doesn't matter, got wolves. And I can't remember if it's 5 or 3 is the max for dire wolves. But either way, I'm going to have at least a stupid number of animals following me. It's going to be so good. Oh, I love this game. I'm going to take that, actually.
I'll put that to good use.
We're going to put this in the stash for now, because I want to see if I can make that better with gems. These enemies were just very poisonous. So it wasn't so much that there was a trap set, it's more just I opened the door and suddenly everything was poison enemies. So yeah, I'm going to start pumping points into dire wolves rather than regular wolves, because the regular wolves are strong and the dire wolves will make them stronger. And then once dire wolves are at a good point, maybe put points into ravens. Again, we do need to buff the ravens a little bit, but the thing is, the ravens benefit from everything else. Nothing else benefits from the ravens. So it's almost like a disincentive to have them, or to be pumping points into them when I could be pumping points into other stuff. Similarly, grizzly bear, which requires level 30. Oh, I'm also going to maybe get Heart of the Wolverine as well. Because I don't know what I want. I don't know if I want Oak Sage or Heart of the Wolverine. Well, the ravens are good because they're invincible, which is always pretty powerful. Oh wait, I'm in the rocky wastes, not the dry hills. I didn't even realize that. The dry hills must be the next zone. Like, the ravens, as I level them up, they get more hits before they disappear. That's one of their benefits. And it's good to have them buffed, but I will be prioritizing everything else over them. Because, like, they are decent still. They're level 6. They're just not as good as wolves. Plus, also, they don't get in the way. Wolves get in each other's way when there's so many of them. And, like, when the grizzly bear comes in as well, it's going to get even fucking worse. Oh, look at that. The halls of the ancient dead are right here. We're going to explore a little bit first. This to the next area? Nope, this is still the dry hills. Explore the lower part first. It's nice that the Halls of the Dead are right next to the waypoint. So I can always just waypoint back if I need to. Yeah, the big question is, do I want Heart of the Wolverine or do I want the Oak Sage? Oak Sage gives the party more health. Heart of the Wolverine gives them more attack rating. It's like, which one do I want to invest points in? Because I can only have one when it comes to those. Ooh, mana burn. Good thing I don't need to use my mana during combat. Ha 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 ha. So this is the question of, do I want even more fucking power, or do I want to add that little bit of survivability with the Oak Sage? Because that's the thing, it's like, max life plus 30% with a big radius. This is attack rating plus 25%, damage plus 20%. That is pretty fucking wild when you factor in how many allies I've got. And it's like, are we encountering survivability issues? No, not really. So, Heart of the Wolverine seems like the better choice. Well, I mean, I'm encountering survivability issues because I'm choosing to run into the fight. And I absolutely should not be. I should be standing out here, watching the fight happen. Maybe I'll do some Googling and see what people are saying. It is always weird and jarring at first to see all these outlines in red, but it makes total sense because the normal color would just disappear against the sand. That makes perfect sense that these outline colors are red. But setting this section in the desert. Once again, we are back on the ownage train, just completely destroying everything that comes near us. Buy me some stamina potions. Oh, no, I don't want a mana potion to go there. Maybe it'll make sense to put it there to save space. Although, actually, we're about to finish up in the dry hills and go back to town, so... Unless one of these things drops like a rare item. Didn't think so.
Good day.
Greetings.
Chance to cast Frost Nova. That's pretty good, actually. I may actually take that. Oh. Just to block great defense. Less defense, but... Oh, well, 5%? Maybe not for 5%. But we really are absolutely fucking loading up on potions. It's almost criminal how many potions we have. Now we just keep going. What is the other spirit? What is it? Spirit of Barbs. Reflects damage taken by you and your party back at enemies. These ones I remember thinking were quite cool, but the problem is the vines have so little health, they just die incredibly quickly. I do also kind of want to get to Fissure as well. Fissure's incredible. But that's only if I decide to go down that route. I'm perfectly happy to just pump every point into summoning. Wow, special enemy right away. Oh, I forgot to get stamina potions. Oh well. Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? That's gold. That means it's like... That's like super, super rare, like rarest quality item. What the fuck?
Stay a while and listen.
Holy shit, Bloodfist. Large boost to life is useful for early game battles. Bloodfist has minimal bonuses. 30% boost to hit recovery can be used for play scenarios. Some people opt to upgrade 20% enhanced defense Bloodfist to their elite type. Fuck, you can even upgrade it as well. That's significant. 40 life.
How may I help you?
Hello.
Yeah, that's like mega low drop chance item there. Like, it's fucking gold. Gold is the rarest, so it goes blue. What is it? Blue, yellow, green, then gold, basically. That's absolutely wild. I had to go back to get that checked, see what it was, because that's honestly insanity. Fire's level 9. Fuck, I could actually, you know, the thing is, once I'm done with it, I can just send it back to one of my other characters because it's a shared stash. I don't think that's actually worth it. What time are we on? Okay, nearly 3 hours in. We might have time to finish at least another couple of areas after we've done this dungeon. Alright, that's Halls of the Dead level 2 in there, which from what I remember has a teleport, has a waypoint in it, but we got it on the first guess. We've got the rest of the Halls of the Dead level 1 to explore. We've got more tombs to pillage. How did I walk through a shut door? Doesn't make any sense. Section to go in. I cannot wait to get more direwolves. Just looking at the XP bar, halfway towards another direwolf. Although, do I go for the? You know what? I'm gonna at least get the maximum number of direwolves first, and then I'll think of Heart of the Wolverine after that. Because again, I think we're doing fine for attack rating. I don't think we need Heart of the Wolverine just yet, and I quite like the health of the Oak Sage, so I might just stick with Oak Sage. I'll maybe do a bit of reading about it and see what people are saying. Although I can't imagine you can I think I'll eventually run out just trying to build a character down this, although that's 80 levels down there. 100 if you include maxing out Oak Sage as well, so. I don't know what the level cap on Diablo 2 is. Like, when you finish Hell difficulty, I assume you just do Hell again. Or does Diablo 2 Immortal have Infernal difficulty? Ooh, 3 to amplify damage, that can boost its value. There was something I remember watching a while back. I think it was Mr. Llama SC who was playing. I think it was Mr. Llama who was playing this, and he achieved something that, as far as he's aware, no one has ever achieved before on Diablo 2 to this day. Which is, in a game with this much random items, he has managed to pick up every single unique item. He's managed to collect every single uniquely named item. Because a bunch of the items are obviously generated, you know, they take their name based on the stats. But anything that's yellow, green, or gold is like a fixed item. So he's managed to get all of them in a game this big. Looks like it's the normal Nightmare Hell uninstalled. I just don't know, like, what happens when you complete Hell. Does it just does it do Hell again, or? Because I know that, like, Diablo 3, that's one of the good things that Diablo 3 brought, where they introduced, I think, is it Torment or something, where you just keep upping the difficulty more and more. Diablo 3 has like 8 difficulty levels minimum or something. Apparently once you beat Hell, you then farm for better loot, and that's the game. That sounds about right. You then play a different character. Or a different game. Hey, it's an older game. If you want like the proper infinite content, constant scaling difficulty, you can go play Diablo 3. That's what that's there for. Wow, what a fucking shite item. Look at that though. 2,000 just for a basic item because it's got some stats. It's got some skill buffs on it. Oops. Okay, we need to find the waypoint first. Yeah. I'm not surprised there's a lot of. I mean, Diablo is like the Diablo game's like the original sort of the original loot games. I mean, they had like, you know, back in the day they had like ladder play and everything, you know, new ladders and everything to try and see who could, I don't know, be the best at Diablo in a given time period. Fucking hell. Literally just had to walk up there. But I was never very good at Diablo, so for me, just beating Nightmare and Hell mode will be a huge accomplishment. I've only beaten this game once on normal, and I had to cheese the last boss to do it because I built my character so badly. Oh, that's why they're minions. Just look at this, absolutely fucking destroying them. I'm trying to remember where, well, I think level 3 is the last level of this place. And we're gonna find like the treasure room and it's gonna have the Heradic cube in it. Which is a fucking amazing item. Try going left, and then I guess if that fails, we'll have to go left. We'll have to go right. Oh, I think this is the Heraldric Cube room. Come on, lads, get in there. Very nice. Still not got enough room for everything.
I am overburdened.
Aang should have something to say about this.
You have quite a treasure there in that Heraldric cube. According to Heraldric lore, the cube can restore
Do a lot more than that.
Heraldric staff. To do it, use the cube as you would a scroll. When the cube opens, place both pieces of the staff into it and use the cube's transmute power. You'll be pleased to know that the cube has other alchemical uses as well. 6 gems plus 1 sword transmute into a socketed longsword.
6 gems and 1 sword for a socketed sword. Ridiculous.
Bolts into 1 quiver of arrows, while 2 quivers of...
Yeah, I get. Come on.
Good morning.
Blessings to you.
Those are pretty good, actually. I realize that I'm selling all these when I absolutely should not be, because... Only 800, okay. So I think now, if I go 1, 2, 3... They all the same, all chipped, yep. 1, 2, 3... 6... 2, 3... 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. Oh, right, okay. Never seen Diablo 2 before, it looks medieval. It's, hey Mika, it's very, very fucking good. I love this game. It is well worth playing. Understanding how a bunch of stuff in it works can be a bit of an annoyance sometimes, but there's a lot of resources out there to help on that front. And I think you do pick it up eventually. First time players may accidentally make like a build that makes the game a lot harder for themselves, but it's not the end of the world. I'm actually going to sell this. I'm happy enough with what my mercenary has. I'm going to keep the gems for myself. It's a hard game. It depends. Different classes can make it easier. Knowing vaguely how to build for those classes. Like I'm pretty much playing the game on easy mode right now because I've gone for a summon build, but for Druid. And the early game has been an absolute fucking cakewalk. No difficulty whatsoever, because my minions just literally kill everything for me. But some builds of the game, some ways to play can make it more difficult. And you can't, like... I mean, I played this when I was a teenager. So I've been playing, in fact, since before I was a teenager. I think I first played this game when I was like... I think I first played this game when I was like 10 or 11. I was never very good at it, I was never very good at it then, but having now in theory gotten good at games all these years later, and just like if you know how to play RPGs, if you understand RPG stats and how RPG stats and skill trees work, then you'll probably be fine. Like, on that front, it's fairly simple. There are 4 stats: strength, dex, vitality, and energy. But energy is mana, vitality is life, dexterity is attack rating, and strength is attack damage. You need dex, you need dexterity, and, you need dexterity and strength to wield certain items. And then you need mana to use your spells, and health is just health. And then after that, it's just your skill tree. So you pick a skill tree, you decide what sort of parts of the skill tree you like. So I'm just putting everything down, basically down this middle column on summoning, on Druid, because it's so broken. So far, I think at the super end game, you know, new game plus end game bosses, it starts becoming a bit less effective. But until then, we're sticking with it. Yeah. How are you, Mika? How's things? How have you been? I need to teleport now to a hole. Nope, not to the Halls of the Dead. I need to go to the Dry Hills because I need to go to the area beyond the Dry Hills. Middle of a heat wave here, so I'm melting. Thank you for asking. Long time. Yeah, it has been. I guess time zones do make it awkward. And I am no stranger to the heat waves. We have them here. We've been having them here over the last few weeks. And actually, Namus in chat had it worse because he's in London, where the UK hit its all-time temperature record a few weeks ago. And it was horrendous because the UK doesn't have air conditioning. Yeah, we had bad. Yep, 40 centigrade. That's I think it was 40, wasn't it, Namus, or was it 39 in the end? I've actually been okay. In Scotland, it wasn't as bad. It was still bad at times, but it wasn't as bad. My office is nicely air conditioned, and I've got a bunch of big fans in my flat. So, but I have a small one running right now, actually, a small desk fan, and then I've got one of the big powerful Dyson fans. Direwolf's OP. I love Diablo, especially considering I think one of the stories I remember hearing about Diablo was basically David Brevik and his buddies. I think were like, what if we took D&D but took all the roleplay out of it and just kept the mechanics, and that was basically what helped birth one of the things that helped birth Diablo. In Canada, we don't tend to have AC2, I guess. Yeah, big hot country, big cold country. Sorry, up in the icy north. What temperatures have it been hitting then? Maggot layer. That's where I need to go. That's where the next part of the Heraldic puzzle is. Yes, not just my allies, I summoned them. So I can summon 5 ravens, 5 wolves, a dire wolf, in fact maybe now 2 dire wolves. Yep, 2 dire wolves now. And this oak spirit, which increases our health. And then I've got this mercenary that I've hired as well. Yep. It is basically a zookeeper build that I'm running. Like, not only 2 classes have summons. The druid and the necromancer both have summons. The necromancer raises the dead from corpses, and the druid summons like beasts. And they're both fun. But the druid can get pretty ridiculous, because I don't know what the limit on direwolves is. It's either 3 or 5. We don't need to go to the Lost City yet, because Claw Viper Temp. Oh, there we go. That's talking about the strange darkness. Yeah, suddenly an eclipse. Just sudden darkness. So, everyone who was enjoying the desert, the nice sunny desert, sorry, we're back in the gloomy dark again until we can fix the eclipse. So yeah, what temperature were you guys getting in Canada Town?
Good to see you.
Good evening.
Oh, those are quite nice. Those are very nice, actually. Actually, before I do anything, oh, do you have to have a gem? Oh, it's a chipped gem. Okay, you need gems to you need to sacrifice gems for it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that then. I thought it was just a gem if you wanted the full rejuve, but that would be too powerful actually. Oops. Oh, okay, thank God it wasn't good. Choking gas. Green swarms. Ah. The nice thing about this build, the Zookeeper build, is I literally don't even need to fight. My allies are so strong, they will just do it for me. I still join in a little bit, but the damage I'm doing is pretty nominal compared to the absolute nonsense that they're putting out. Because the nice thing about Zookeeper builds is that every point I put into one skill will put points in, will make the other thing stronger. So for each wolf I have, my dire wolves, for each wolf level that I've got, my dire wolves get bonus attack. For each dire wolf I have, my wolves get bonus attack. And for each wolf and dire wolf I have, my ravens get bonus attack. So the more points I'm putting into these things, the more powerful everything else gets, which is what's so nice. It's how you, because the minions themselves aren't actually very strong on their own. Like, big bosses will just melt them. But if you put enough points into minions and get the synergy going, then those weaknesses are basically overcome, and it's effectively like having basically like players taking the hits for you. Very powerful. One thing I warn about this, Mika, I don't know if it's a warning. I don't know how much you're into, like, really grim dark. It's very grim dark. There's lots of blood and I mean, the fighting is not so much, but there are some areas that are really grim, like, some of the dungeons, like, on underground, like, torture jails and stuff. I don't know why I'm carrying the Heraldric Cube, because I keep forgetting to put stuff in it. So I'm going to put the Heraldric Cube in my chest, actually, because I'm not actually using the extra space.
Stay a while and listen.
It is an honor to serve you.
$8,000 for that basic staff. 8,800 for this Sorcerer's Globe. $43,000 to deposit into the bank. Into the private stash.
Greetings.
So good. Oh nice, my mercenary's now leveled up. Good.
Thanks.
I love when he levels up, his max health increases, but his normal health just doesn't jump with it for some reason. So he levels up and then he took his lost health from leveling up. Maggot Lair that we'll be going into after this is one of my favorite zones in Diablo 2, because it's just full of giant, slow, stupid maggots. Then you fight the Maggot Queen at the end. Oh, there was a waypoint here. Nice, I did not know that. And we're right near the Maggot Tunnel as well. Wonderful. They're sitting ducks. They are. They're slow. They're stupid. The one downside to the Maggot Lair is that it's basically single file in the tunnels, which for this thing where there's all these things vying to try and get in there, maybe not the best. But I think we'll be fine. Antoine, hello, hello. How are you this fine evening? How's your weekend been? Welcome. Oh yeah, Mika, did you see the new scab that I posted on Twitter?
Good to see you.
I know Antoine's seen it.
Good evening.
How's my chat this evening? I'm very well, thank you. I'm doing good. I'm having a lot of fun with my Diablos. I commented. I have not been checking Twitter super often. So you did. You commented whilst I was live, that's probably why I didn't see them. Looks super awesome. Yeah, that's so good. Far and above what I was expecting. And I was already expecting it to be really good. Because I know Saki's work quality. Because I've commissioned them before. And if you look at Saki's scab page, it's just full of it's just everything they've done is amazing. Obviously, heads up if you do plan on doing it. Saki does do not safe for work stuff as well, so there is like their scab page does have porn as well. But I think by default, when you make a scab, if you're not logged into Scab when you go onto it, you can't see not safe for work anyway, and even then you can disable seeing it. It is very awesome. Honestly, I'm tempted to get some of Saki's pieces like printed. Possibly on canvas. I feel like it could look very nice on canvas. Mana recharge shrine, just what I need. Why not? Maggot Lair time. Sounds like a good idea. Yeah, it's definitely a thought. But I could spend the money getting them printed, or I could just spend the money commissioning more pieces in general. Because I have like that addiction. Nocturne or Darkest Dungeon? I don't know what Nocturne is, so I'm going to say Darkest Dungeon, because I know Darkest Dungeon's really good. I haven't played it, I just know it's good though. I forgot that there's beetles in the tunnels as well. When you play like a Necromancer, this is amazing because you have all your minions in front of you, and then you just stand at the back shooting bone spells through them all. And your minions are sort of absorbing all the hits. Everything's starting to hurt a little bit more. You don't know Shin Megami. Don't I have failed you? I wouldn't worry, there's a lot of stuff I don't know about. Let me play the latest Shin Megami and say game. Actually going through the health. Wolves are fine though, that's what's important. Well, sort of. You can see on the map that some of them are just up the wrong tunnel because they're... I really like that they remade this game right down to the appalling pathfinding that the AI has. You know, that's dedication. When you do like a recreation that's so good you even recreate all the shite parts. Because the pathfinding in this, the pathfinding from some of the AI is really bad. But the number of times when my mercenary's been stuck behind a wall and not fighting. So I love this area because I really like the enemies that you encounter in it. But the pathfinding does make areas like this horrendous. Understandable that you both got big turn-based fans. I don't really play a lot of turn-based. Most JRPGs, but not the Shin Megami. Yes. Yeah, I'm really bad when it comes to turn-based. I've yet to finish a Final Fantasy game. There's only 2 Final Fantasy games, no, 3 now that I care about finishing. One of them is FF9, which I've tried and failed to finish several times. One of them is FF10, and I'm making good progress on the HD version. Because it turns out when you're not a child and you play the games, it's actually a lot better. It's actually a lot easier to work out what you're doing. So like, I'm like not an idiot when I'm using the sphere grid. By the way, I want to point out how much health I'm losing here, and the potions that are dropping are barely restoring any of it. I have a lot of health, but the enemies are hitting me so hard that my health is basically irrelevant. So I do need to be careful in these areas. We're in open space. It confused me so much when I first played FF10. Yeah, the sphere grid is so cool though. It could end up being one of my favorite RPG style skill things. But it is painful at times to work with. Or sorry, it's painful to first figure out, especially when you're an idiot child like I was. But yeah, but one of the things I noticed is like all the boss fights that I had trouble, all the early boss fights especially that I had trouble with as a kid, just like didn't even register. It's like, oh, I better be careful, and then it's like, oh, boss is dead, because I actually understand how I actually properly understand how strength and weaknesses and how party stacking and how building the party properly works. And now I've turned Yuna into my black mage, so I don't need Lulu anymore. Yuna has like more mana and with better magic bonuses anyway. Problem with corridor combat. The rock... Even though I can run through them all. Oh, shoot. Those are special. Those are elite enemies in there. My wolves are still absolutely pounding them, though. You know, asses are getting slapped in there. It's just I'm not a part of it. Using your bigger brain. Yeah, I still don't know what to do with characters. Whoops, wrong one. I still don't know what I'm going to do with characters like Kimari. Because I went with the advanced sphere grid, so I can have anyone do anything in theory. Darkest Dungeon. Oh yeah, no, I've had lots of recommendations for Darkest Dungeon. I do want to play it one day.
Greetings.
Shit, why do I keep selling stuff without thinking? Shit, why was that weapon worth so much? We need to go this way. We'll try top right next. When's your birthday again? I know it's next year. Mid-July. So yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. I might actually even own Darkest Dungeon, I don't know. Maybe I don't. I think I kept telling myself... Elizabeth. You're a Leo like me. Am I a Leo? I thought I was a Cancer, mid-July. I think I always told myself when I get a Switch, I'll get Darkest Dungeon on the Switch, because that's what I'd heard it was really fucking good on. But then I've just never bought a Switch, because there's always been other things I wanted to spend my money on. Now, I can't remember.
Hello.
How may I help you?
Is there a teleport pad in the maggot layer? Regular light. Feral light. Thanks. No, okay, Lost City, but not Maggot Lair. What are we doing for time? 3.5 hours in. Okay, another half hour. But we can at least go into the Lost Oasis. I still need to ask about the darkness. I haven't done that yet. But that's fine. I think it's the Temple of Vipers that you've solved that problem anyway. Fucking hell, look at that. Wolves just cleaving through it. Enemies that eject stuff when they take damage, like the beetles which always eject electricity when they take damage, are among some of the most irritating enemies in the world. And my minions just absolutely piled through them. Oh, there's level 3. That'll be where the queen and the staff is. But we might as well explore a little bit more of this place, get some more XP. What is that? Aura enchanted. Yep, they can deal with that. They're welcome to it.
Thanks.
You know what, I don't actually even know if rejuve potions are even worth it, because the health they're getting off them isn't as much as the mana. The nice thing about rejuve is that they're instant. They're not hearts, they're immediate heals, which definitely has its advantage. Ugh. Lightning beetles. We'll deal with it. Okay, the Ravens dealt with it for you. Mr. King Noxie, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Squad 7. I hope you enjoy your time here. I'm Riker 7. I'm just chilling, playing some Diablo before I go on holiday on next week, or I suppose this week coming. But normally I'm playing Souls-likes on Sundays and Tuesdays. And then chill games, which are basically Diablo at this point, on Thursdays. Yeah. If you just hit a lurk, that's cool. If you want to say hello, feel free. There's a little, there's a new channel points thing that costs like 1. Just say like, I'm here, without having to actually say anything. But whatever your vibe is, enjoy yourself. Alright, we're looking for the Maggot Queen. I think she's in this level, just don't know where. I think it's this level. I don't think there's a 4th level for the Maggot Lair. I think Diablo's chill. I've not encountered any real issues, any real stress. I'm on my first playthrough, so it's just normal difficulty. Maybe Nightmare will start becoming a bit less chill. Where am I? Are you guys enjoying yourself back here? Yeah, out there and eat the locusts. Why is it my job to kill everything? I've literally talented to not have to do the work. Yeah. A Zookeeper build is not very good for the Maggot Lair, I'll admit. Even though I love this area. Oh god. I am aware that when I say it's a chill day, and then I play stuff like Diablo or Overwatch, it's like, is that really chill? I think it's chill. I can generally switch my brain off whilst playing this. Because the story, A, isn't very sort of in your face all the time, and B, I already know it. It's generally pretty accessible for me to just, I can literally just sit and look at chat. Like, if I was playing this offline, like off stream, I'd probably have like I'd probably have like be watching like, I don't know, a Hassan Abbey stream or something on at the side, or like one of his. Oh wow, that's gonna be worth a lot of money. Look at that. It has 6 skills on it. That's gonna sell, I imagine. Yeah. What's that look for, Antoine? Diablo's it's chill. It just doesn't. I don't think it requires a huge amount of focus, especially Diablo 2. Diablo 3 maybe a bit because it's. I feel Diablo 3 does get a bit more hectic, but. Sure, I think what you consider hard. Well, I mean, I don't know. I would say maybe like, you know, if I was doing a boss fight, or if I was, you know, the Souls games. So like, you know, Demon Souls, I wouldn't consider like a chill game. Bloodborne, I'd consider a bit more chill because I know it really well. Oh, here we go. The Maggot Queen. Right, wolves, eat it. Beast. There we go, look at that. Easy. See, this is why I consider it chill. That was basically effortless. Oh, now I'm fucking overburdened and I can't actually take the Staff of Kings. Typical.
Good evening.
Good evening.
$6,000 for that. Very nice. These all light? I think they are. Why did I pick that up? It's still worth something. I'm gonna take that, actually. Better magic item chance is always fun. Okay, chainmail, Staff of Kings. We need to speak to Drognan actually as well.
The Staff of Kings! You astound me, my friend. You have discovered the shaft portion of a Horodric staff. I trust you know how to use a Horodric cube to unite the shaft with its headpiece.
I mean, I'm sure I can figure it out, Kane.
Good morning.
Cannot be traded. $84, 73, but attacker has thorns. No, I think the one that they've got is still better. Yeah, let's speak to Drogner about this.
I've been researching this lengthy eclipse, and I believe it to be the work of claw vipers. Find their temple beneath the desert sands, and you may find the source of this curse.
Done. Valley of the Snakes is where I need to go next. I can't remember if Valley of the Snakes is the next area. Yeah, I can't remember if Valley of Snakes is literally the next area or if it's the one after the Lost Oasis. If it's the one after, what we might do is we'll go clear out the Lost Oasis and then see how we're doing for time. I'm gonna start using my Rejuve potions because I actually think I'd be better off just packing good healing potions instead. Mana is very rarely an issue. I can probably just keep some in my you know, I'll have found plenty just from active play. So have like maybe, yeah, 3 columns of healing potions and then a column of stamina potions, and then just have some mana in my backpack. Just in case I ever need them, in case I ever need to resummon mid-fight. To be honest, if I need a full thing of mana mid-fight, then something's probably gone wrong. Ah, extra fast. Just do not want superior wrist blade. That's either. These things are going to keep chucking poison at us, aren't they? Horrible cat bastards. I cannot get over how good that animated emote of Tori's is. It's like genuinely one of my favorite emotes on all of Twitch. And I'm so jealous that it's like her emote. It's so perfect. I do have a good head pat emote. I like my head pat emote. It's just Tori's is really cute, that's all. Speaking of emotes, I'll be getting some more at some point in September. Because thanks to a very nice birthday gift from a friend, I hit the next emote milestone, so I've got another emote slot. Another static and another animated emote slot. I have no idea what I'm going to do for the animated one, but I'm going to get another static one from my usual artist, and I might just pull the trigger and get my 3 bit emotes done as well. At the same time. Ancient tunnels. Let's fucking do this. It's treasure time, and then we'll maybe call it. Ooh, ancient tunnels is a one level area. Is this maybe not a treasure area? Is this maybe a transport hub? I'm actually only 8 subs away from getting another emote slot. Like, he pushed me, it's like, you know, the emote slots were at 25, and now the next one's at 35, and I'm on 27 just now. Opium 2.0. Nah, I'm thinking I'm gonna get a smug emote for the regular emote slot, and then for the bit ones, I'll probably get something like, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe like a deal with it, sort of, you know, deal with it shades, a clown emote, and what else was I thinking? Oh, and maybe like a make it rain emote as well. You no longer fear poison, hell yeah. Those are the ideas. Really? What's really? What's the question? I have a feeling that next Friday will be here. You do not need to do that. I appreciate it, but you don't need to. I'll just double check that it is that, as you're saying. 27 sub points, it says. Is it 35 is the next one? I have no idea when. I mean, the 20 of those 27, I'll have at least another month on them still. Subscriptions. This is not what I was looking for. Viewer rewards, emotes. Where am I at? 27 out of 35 it says. We shall see what happens. Bear in mind I'm away, so I'll be back. I don't know when am I back? No idea what you're on. So I think my next, I think the stream after this, so maybe your friend again, maybe a random donator. I see. Well, I just hope that if there is a random donator, they consider what they're spending their money on, that they could spend it on something much more productive than my stream. Let's put it that way. In terms of when I'm actually back, I'm trying to think off the top of my head what the dates line up to. Oh, actually, wow, Rejuve does restore a lot. Is Rejuve percentage-based? Rather than fixed numbers. So yes, I've got a stream today, and then I've got a Tuesday stream before I go away, and then I'm away, and then it'll be I think it'll be 2 weeks today will be my stream, my next stream after that. So I'll be here for the Tuesday, so I'll miss the Thursday stream, the Sunday stream, the following Tuesday stream, the following Thursday stream, and then I'll be back for the Sunday stream. Oh no, this is a treasure area, nice. Wow, properly overburdened. It's a shame you guys missed out on the last Sunday stream, actually, because
good to see you.
Like there were so many subs being given out that they were being given out to like total randos, you know, first time viewers sort of things, who just happened to be in the stream at the time. It was very funny. Okay, what are we doing? We are replacing all of these. Heals. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, so rejuves do a fixed amount. Interesting. Maybe we'll have one column of rejuves then as like the emergency potion. Actually, you know what? No, I'm still fine with using regular. Well, I want to replace them with regular healing potions at the very least. Is that right? Light. These are all light. I don't really want light healing potions anymore. And we'll phase out Rejuve.
Hello.
Where are we at for time? We've still got 15 minutes. Well, we've got the rest of that area to explore. This was a nice little dungeon, actually. It's weird to find like treasure in a one level dungeon. Ooh, wow, I'm carrying a lot on me. Let's hope I don't die. It still continues to be satisfying just watching the beasts absolutely annihilate everything. And then I get to run in there and just pick up all the stuff. Very satisfying feeling. Ooh. Some stuff down here. Ooh, armor shrine. Skin harmonies. Okay. So I'm assuming the Lost City connects to the Valley of the Snakes. I actually think after that point, we don't have... Ooh, Grand Scepter. Does that have anything on it? Might as well take it, but I doubt it's going to have much. Dark Eldar. Eldar. I need to buy some more Town Portal scrolls as well.
Good day.
Good day.
Oof. Yeah, it was still worth something. So bad for just accidentally selling stuff.
Welcome to my shop.
Oh, he doesn't sell Town Portal scrolls. Okay, he's only about the potions and keys for some random fucking reason.
Ask and learn.
Do I have anything that's in need of replacing? Maybe a new shield. Let's have a wee look. Let's speak to Elzix. We've got a bit of money to spend.
Good day.
Oof, actually. Now, do I get another row with this? Ooh, not enough strength. Interesting. 45. Fuck. Okay, that's something. Do I want a kite shield? Can I wield a kite shield? Let's find out. No, not yet. But maybe we should try and get up to start targeting strength again. Maybe target up to like 50 strength or something. We've got a ways to go. But that's yeah, we've got a long ways to go because we've been focusing on vitality, but our vitality is not an issue anymore. Really. Certainly not for the time being. So, yeah. Yeah, we'll start focusing on getting a bit more strength, just so we can wear some better items. Specifically armor. I don't really think you need a lot of dex to wear. You need a lot of dex for armor. I might be wrong on that. But we'll start targeting some higher strength, because I think our vitality is pretty fucking big now. And we're now sort of starting to reach the limits of what items we can wear. So. Like, we want that belt because that belt gives us an extra row of potions, I think. Which is a really necessary thing, really, I guess. Well, it's not super necessary, but it'd be nice to have. Easy earn money from these, like, sorceress items. Well, this area lived up to its name. Very, very much got that big, the things that catch-it hands have. Well, those ones didn't. So I guess we want to go up to where the waypoint was, and that'll take us towards the Valley of the Snakes, which is our next zone. Or not? Oh. Is it this way? Yeah, it's this way. If this takes us to Valley of the Snakes, then we'll, yeah. Okay, that'll be Tuesday. We do the Valley of the Snakes, because we're pretty much out of time. Good, well-positioned waypoint, though. So what's the strength of my boy here? He's got a strength of 70, so...
Hello.
It is an honor to serve you.
Maybe chuck a few thousand more, trying to get him some better stuff, because like his spear's okay. Maybe a better helmet though, because there are some good helmets available.
What you need?
Scale mail is very good. Breastplate is also very good. Take a risk. Risk did not pay off. That's not better than what he's got. I'm not spending 50. I'm not dropping 50,000 on him. No shot. That's only 10,000. Hell yeah, that's what we want. That's the kind of shit.
I'll put that to good use.
So yeah, we spend a bit of cash there, but that's what gambling is in this game. $45, $47, yeah, 50 strength is probably. It's not even that good a shield, to be honest. But it's just it's useful to have as an example of where I kind of want to be at, I guess. Ugh. Oh, that was a good click. I just felt in my back there. Well, there we go. I think we look pretty cool. This is my online character. It looks weird as fuck. Still very basic because you see level 7. Wolf Boy, level 20. The big leagues. Okay, well, I think with that, it's good to call the stream done. I had a lot of fun. I hope everyone else did as well. Who's streaming? Who can we go raid? As I said, I'll be back on Tuesday with just a little bit more Diablo, and then after that, it's holiday time for me, and I probably won't be back really until. Well, I won't be back streaming until I'm properly back for my holiday. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for joining, Mika. As I said, it's been a long time no see sort of thing. I'm really bad for being not active in Discords at all. So... usually because I'm just very awkward and don't know who to speak to. Shit, who can we raid? Who could do with a wee bump? See, Arya's streaming. Maybe collab. Arya could do with getting Arya's on 338 followers, whilst Lulu's on 2,000. So I think we'll go raid Arya. So raid Arya. I can't remember how I found her. I feel like it was possibly through Tori. Possibly, or Fukumi. I don't know who. Anyway. Raid message. I don't know why I missed that, actually, Antoine. Usually I'm quite good at seeing all the chat messages. But you're right, I missed that somehow. And I don't know why. Sorry about that. Ooh, I've got my 2-year subscriber badge now. Wait, how have I got my 2-year subscriber badge? My 2 years isn't until the end of August. I got my Twitch anniversary wrong. I swear it's the end of August. Anyway, it does not fucking matter. We're having the anniversary at the end of August regardless. You're good. Take care. No worries. Anyway, we'll say hi to Arya now. So, catch you all on Tuesday for more of this. But, bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.
Has enough wins to get final Norma, and you can't lose wins on death, so if Area Norma